I never meant to hide what I'd built. Christmas Eve, I stood outside my childhood house, snow on my coat, and wondered how different this would feel if my family had believed in me once. I'm Maya Collins, founder and CEO of Selene Advisory. To them, I'm the daughter who quit a perfectly good job at Roebuck and Ames to play entrepreneur. Inside, my sister Claire asked when I'd get a real job. Dad knows people at Dalrymple and Company, she said. I swallowed that Dalrymple had just signed us for a 9-figure restructuring. Dad, Harold, spent 30 years at Collins Alder, while his younger brother Victor became CEO. Stability is success, he'd say, nodding toward Claire, who followed his map of school and safe titles. I chose another route. 3 years at Roebuck and Ames, then night clients, including an app startup that tripled revenue. After that, I formed Selene and buried my name under holding companies. The market knew only our initials, AP. Please don't mention consulting, Mom murmured. The rooms were packed with family. By the fireplace, Claire flashed her ring. Her fiancé, Ethan, soaked up attention. Maya, Dad called, meet Carl from Vertex Solutions. They're hiring for data entry. Vertex was our client on a $200 million Asia expansion, under AP, not Maya. Victor swept in with board members. Merger headaches, he said. Collins Alder wanted Helios Global. They didn't know I owned Helios. Maybe the name doesn't impress them, I said. The room cooled. Dad pulled me into the kitchen. Enough, apologize. Claire hovered. She should leave, Dad. I buttoned my coat. Remember tonight, I said. Tomorrow will be interesting. I stepped into the snow and called my assistant. Dawn glowed steel blue when I reached Selene's true headquarters, the top 3 floors of Orion Tower, where lights never sleep. Morning, Miss Collins, said Eva at reception. In work mode, she calls me AP, only when doors are closed. She slid a schedule across. Collins Alder at 10. Victor tried to move it up. I stalled. Good, I said. Patch in Helios when I signal. Helios Global was my shell, built to be the counterweight Victor needed and feared. At 10:15, I walked into the glass conference room, frosted walls, city river beneath us. Victor paced. Dad sat rigid. Claire and Ethan whispered with 4 board members. Victor didn't mask his annoyance. Where is AP? We're not here to be dazzled by views. I took the head of the table. You are. I'm AP, Astra Pike. I'm also Maya Collins. Chairs scraped. Claire's laugh cracked. Ridiculous. Eva set folders before each guest. Projections, cash burn, customer churn, debt covenants, sourced, dated, undeniable. I tapped the first page. Collins Alder has 6 months of runway at current spend. Your modernization initiative bled reserves. Market share down 40% in 3 years. Without Helios, you default. Victor flushed. These are internal numbers. Nothing internal to a firm you hired, I said. Selene acquired portions of your debt through subsidiaries. Helios belongs to me. Every deadline you felt, curated. Dad's voice was hoarse. Why engineer this? Because you don't survive otherwise, I said. And because last night you told me I knew nothing about business, so let's talk business. I pressed a button. The wall screen lit with terms. Board resignations, independent leadership, end to nepotism, clean procurement, merit-based hiring, or you decline and collapse. Your choice. Silence held like ice before it breaks. The stillness shattered when Victor slapped the folder shut. This is extortion. It's stewardship, I said. You can sign and save the company you love, or keep titles and lose everything. A board member named Patel cleared his throat. If the numbers hold, we don't have choices, only consequences. He turned a page. The procurement cleanup alone restores 12% margin. Claire's chin trembled. You can't fire me. You'll be free to find a place that fits your talent, I said, gentler than she expected. I won't bulldoze good work. I will bulldoze favoritism. Dad looked older than last night. Maya, why hide? Because you measured me by the safest box you knew, I answered. I needed room to build. Victor stared at the skyline. When his voice returned, it was small. If I resign, will the people stay paid? Yes, and the factories keep running. We sunset the failed program, pivot to service contracts, and rebuild trust. He signed first. Pens moved like falling dominoes. Claire bolted, Ethan followed, muttering about unfairness. Dad remained, eyes wet. I taught you to fear risk, he said. You learned to price it. He stood. Merry Christmas, kid. He left before I could answer. Eva exhaled. Helios is on. The screen filled with Gregory's calm face. Congratulations, he said. We'll announce at close and keep our ownership quiet per plan. After they filed out, I walked to the window. Snow stitched bright seams across the river. My phone buzzed. A message from Mom. No please, only a photo of the house lights and 3 words, proud of you. I stored it, then got to work.